Hello, my G Trim. How are you, man?
Doing pretty well. I've just had my leg day on the training sessions. I can still feel I have legs. That's nice.
Yeah, apparently the fat Norwegian doesn't want to be fat anymore. He's fat shaming himself.
Yes, it's quite effective, especially because my PT is buff as fuck. He's a 60-year-old and he's so much fucking better shape than he's like, but he's always so fucking hyped. He's just a living, talking hype man.
So, this is the first time we are doing this together. Last time I did it with my best friend in on baguette language, as you like to
You-
put it that way. And so this
I mean,
time
good.
I'll do it in English with you. So, just for a starter, for contextualization of the thing, this is more or less basic beach podcast where we talk about some art stuff, related art stuff. Maybe it's some far away or up close. We can talk like, for example, on this particular emission, we are going to talk about Legend of Zelda because Trim harassed me to talk about that. We are going
Yes.
to talk a bit about Transformer, Ninja Turtle. We're going to talk a little bit about G4 TV and stuff like that. So this is the leitmotif of the emission, talking about art-related stuff.
Yes. So not too much spicy political shit. We do that over at the Sultans.
Yeah. Because for once you are not on the Sultan. So how are you? Are you not afraid of the big bad Belgian?
You stop being a colonial power and thereby stop being scary.
Have you seen what we have done in the Congo, man?
Yes, I know. Crimes against humanity would make China say, "Holy shit."
Yeah. But yeah, so this is a basic beach podcast, but we thought that it would be a nice idea because we have more or less the same interest in entertainment, movie, video games, stuff like that. So once upon a time, I went to Trim and say, "Oh, so you want to talk about stuff on my channel?" He said, "Yes, why not?" And here we are.
Yeah, I'm not that hard to convince about shit. Just talk about stuff I'm into, and cool, you got a conversation. Also,
So
speaking about crimes against humanity, rings of power. What?
yes, this is the first topic because it's the current thing, and we have to talk a bit about that. And did you watch it?
No, I have principles.
Yeah, I don't blame you because I have done a review about the thing they call a TV show, and oh my god, this is bad. This is
You
bad. This is
poor,
bad.
poor soul.
Yeah, this is. I've been a sad Belgian when I watched it, so yeah, it was very bad, and now they are on full damage control mode and saying that everyone is racist, everything is sexist, stuff, phobic, whatever the fuck, and they are in full damage control. Like in this article, for example, that I pulled out, so they say that it's a racist backlash for casting actor of color because I'm not sure anymore what's the narrative, but apparently this time they said that Tolkien work has always attracted white supremacists, and in a previous communique they said that Tolkien stuff was always diverse. So I don't know what they're trying to say.
It's usually Schrodinger's racist.
What do you mean?
It's there, but it's also not there.
Ah, okay, yeah.
I mean, it's not the first time I've been indirectly called a racist for just, liking a story for the story and, not giving a damn about, ooh, look at the pretty colors.
Yeah, the pretty black people.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that one.
Yeah,
I'm always so tired.
have you seen the tweet the Amazon himself put out? You are all welcome here.
Yeah, well, we used to be, and now it's like, no, only some people can be here.
Yeah. So
I mean, I just want them to keep burying themselves under the dirt, and probably one day they'll reach 6 feet, and no more Amazon
I
videos.
will just read for the fun the first sentence of the tweet. It's we, the cast of Rings of Power, stand together in absolute solidarity and against the relentless racism, threat, harassment, and abuse of some of our castmates of color are being subjected to on a daily basis. We refuse to ignore it or tolerate it. Tolerate it. So yeah, and even Star Wars has come in support of the thing.
Well, fun fact, that ain't actually Star Wars.
Yeah, it's the Endor TV
It's
show.
bad Disney fan fiction, just like Amazon Lord of the Rings. It's bad, again, really bad fan fiction of Lord of the Rings. I haven't watched the series, but I've watched a bunch of review channels and managed to stomach a few clips, though they've all cost me physical pain.
But you have you seen at least some clip or picture or promotional material of the Lord of the Rings stuff, or not even that?
I've seen the Game of Thrones scene where they climb up the ice mountain for no apparent reason at
Oh
all.
yeah. Because Galadriel is now a big buff warrior type, not a magician anymore.
No, of course not. Because why would you want the most powerful goddamn sorceress to ever have lived
Yeah, one of the most.
do sorcerer shit? No, have her swing a fucking sword instead. That's great.
Yeah, because I'm not sure that you guys remember that, but in the Hobbit TV show, not TV show, movie, at one point she come to the Dark Tower of Necromancer, Sauron stuff, and she rescue Gandalf. And in that scene, there is an orc who tried to cut off Gandalf ring because he has one of the rings, the Elven ring.
Yeah.
And Galadriel say, if you try to stop me from rescuing Mintrandir, Gandalf, I will destroy you. And the orc is like, "Rrr, rrr, rrr, rrr," and he runs towards Galadriel, and Galadriel is just snap her finger, pop, and the orc is.
Yeah, that was the scene from The Hobbit, right?
Yeah, it's in the bits. It's
Was he trying to cut his finger off? I just noticed that the orc was just trying to kick his ass.
No, the orc was trying to get the finger of Gandalf because he has one of the Elven rings.
Well,
And,
he was trying, but then Galadriel came and,
but apparently
literally showed how powerful she really is without swinging a single fucking sword, Mike.
But apparently it's old. It's in the past. Now it's better to have a sword.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. I forgot.
It's so retarded. It is just the thing about Galadriel is that she's, magically speaking, more potent than Sauron ever was before making the rings, right?
I'm not
He became
sure.
only.
I'm not sure about that, but what I know is she's on par with Saruman and Gandalf the White, because she learned magic from one of the, I think, the Valar, the big god stuff, stars and
Galadriel is actually more powerful than Saruman and Gandalf.
Gandalf the White or Gandalf the Grey?
The White.
Oh, I wasn't sure about that, but I knew that she was on the tippy top of bestest wizard ever.
Yeah, the thing about Galadriel is that she is not as much a sorceress as she is a force of nature.
Yeah, she's almost a spirit or some kind.
Yeah, I mean, she's... she might be an elf, but she is as close to the Maiar as anyone else living.
Yep. But apparently swords are better. Aren't you aware, Trim? This is the new beauty kit of women nowadays in feminism world.
What was it? Piss vinegar? Is that the fucking words they use?
I'm not sure.
Seriously, Galadriel never had a moment like that. Ever. I mean, why couldn't it just instead go to the Far East? One of the few not very explored sections of Middle Earth and just have a story about the Harad dream. They could have
Yeah,
many people
because
of color. They could have
the fun thing is,
anyone they wanted.
so, sorry to interrupt you, Trim, but fun
That's
thing,
all right.
we see some Easterling in the show, but guess what? They are white.
Of course, we have black elves, and the fun fact about elves aren't human at all. It's just like Prime Knight said with here. Lothar with elves, dwarves, and hobbits take the race into another level, not just skin color,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yes, it's actually only the humans who are the main race of Middle Earth who have the diversity of skin color.
Yes.
Elves, hobbits, and dwarves do not have that. But of course, in these modern times, we have to, of course, put skin color and all this kind of racial politics into everything, and thereby strangle imagination and creativity until it never gets back up again.
I will show to the chat just the scene I am referring to with Galadriel kicking the ass of the orc. So just one moment. There will be no sound because
this one, yes.
I don't want to have some trouble with Susan.
I mean, you're
So,
already demonetized.
boom. Bye-bye, orc. I will just play that again one more time, just to be sure. So Galadriel come, orc is like, "Urgh."
Didn't even give him
Boom.
a fucking chance.
Yeah.
By the way, did you know that orc was supposed to be Bolg?
Not sure, but yes, I know that they took some liberty with Azog and Bolg and the orc general of the story of the Battle of the Five Armies.
Yeah, but the Bolg they chose for the second and third movies were actually originally supposed to be that hairy guy, the Galadriel nuked.
Okay. We don't even see in the fight that the orc is just like imploding like a bloody mushroom. Like.
I don't think he even got imploded. He just got wiped from existence.
No, he imploded.
And that was just little effort, just no effort. She just waved a hand, and a wave of energy just cascaded him away. And this is movie magic.
Yeah.
In the books, her power is a lot more subtle. Again, she's a force of nature. The earth trembles at her word. The sky opens at her command. She is a god in human form.
I will.
Sorry.
No worries, man. To be sure, I will try to find the scene of the movie because I have the movie. Yep. Yes, I have the movie. How to show that on Streamlabs, because Streamlabs is complicated sometimes.
It is. That's why I don't bother with it.
So just a few seconds to show you, boys. Again, I will don't have the sound, but I will have the subtitle. Proof. You seen?
Yeah.
Just again.
I'm watching it through the YouTube, and it's a bit latent. Ooh. Oh yeah, but then again, wiped from fucking existence.
Yep. But there is some giblets.
It's slowly there. You can't just remove all of it.
I like how the energy thing just fades away into the horizon.
Yeah.
And here on the fucking Amazon show, she just have a stick, a pointy metal
just cast away the shadows of Dol Guldur.
Yeah. Yes,
isn't it?
yes. She goes full dark Galadriel and say, "Go away when you came back," blah, 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 blah. And
Yeah.
Sauron goes.
But the thing about Sauron was without his ring and without his
Yeah.
shape, and it took
Yes.
everything Galadriel had to banish him to Mordor.
Yeah, and
Now, at this point,
Saruman's.
Sauron was himself sort of like a godling, right? And Galadriel could just push him away after she herself was drained.
Yes, that's what Saruman said. He said something like a force are waving or drain away. Or I don't remember exactly, but yeah, she's like she used more or less life essence, life energy to defeat temporarily Sauron.
Yeah. It's
So
just, and that also puts in perspective how powerful Sauron really is when he has
yes,
the ring.
yes.
And
So
yet, all of this time, Galadriel is. I'm sorry for going off of this,
yeah,
but it just annoys me. But
enjoy.
the thing is, all of this time, when Sauron was again in ascendancy during the Lord of the Rings story, he didn't have his ring, but he only needed it to become all powerful. And
Yeah.
yet, he still had his influence, the power of his will seeping into everything that wore the rings, right? And Galadriel was able to not only shield, but just blind him completely to her presence and the other elven rings. That was all Galadriel, baby.
So I think it's it's Bleach who say and you answer to him Trim, that the most annoying thing with Galadriel is not necessarily the validity of the adaptation of her character, but she's just a Karen Marisu. She is insufferable. She's
Yeah,
annoying as fuck. She's entitled. She know better than everyone else because everyone is stupid except her.
yeah, just like Captain Marvel and
Yeah,
Rey Palpatine, Color Skywalker, and I'll be angry.
yeah, and yes, Prime Knight, Galadriel sort of chased him away. She does not banish him per se. She just say, "Choo choo, go away, go away."
That seems like a pretty banishing thing. She can't
Yeah.
banish him from the mortal plane, but she did banish him from that area and into
Yes.
Mordor. He had to retreat to his seat of power to rebuild from there.
Yes, because that was Sauron's plan to gain control of the region. I think it's between the forest of the elves and the mountain of Erebor, because he wanted to
Yeah.
ally himself with the dragon so he could he could deny one crucial area of the dwarf and have a very very advantageous position to fight one of the main nation of elf wood elf like Trendril,
Yeah.
Legolas and stuff. And so he would have been in way better position to conquer Gondor and Rohan also.
He would have won the war
Yeah,
if he wasn't banished from Dol
if he
Guldur.
would have stayed there, he would won the war. Yes,
Yeah.
because he had control over
Not
beast
only that, but he
also.
would also gotten the ring. The ring
Yes,
would have been his.
yes, and he would have control over massive amount of beast of war also, like the
Oh,
spiders, the warg, because Sauron have an influence over the animals, the creature of the land.
yeah.
So, to change subject, because if we stay on Lord of the Rings, we would be forever there. But this is the main topic of everybody on the internet, and yeah, I can't avoid that. But right now, Trim, prepare your knickers and your favorite dildos, because we would start to speak
The
about
fuck?
your stuff. So, I will put the trailer, but again I will not have the sound, sorry guys. So Trim,
Sanj.
are you happy, little Norwegian?
I'm a very happy Norwegian. I'm a very happy big Norwegian.
So can you talk with us about what we are seeing right now, because this is the trailer of...
Yeah, I will be a bit behind though, as
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm watching as it catches up, but it's all right. Essentially, it's I don't fucking know anything what's happening, but I could just only start theorizing. You see the moblins and the bokoblins, the big and the small fucking orc-like things there. They are covered in a wave of fucking malice.
And
And then they have this weird.
did you spot some known stuff about Legend of Zelda? Because, as I said, I don't know much about Legend of Zelda, but I know that there is some recurring people, some recurring place, some recurring character. So is this all new? Or is there some
The
stuff we
Sky
already know?
Kingdom is the Sky Kingdom where Link is running through now. It's basically new, though there's a lot of people theorizing that it might be Skyloft from the chronologically first Zelda game, from Skyward Sword, just evolved in tens of thousands of years.
Okay.
Oh fucking god, the fucking glider! I love the glider.
Yeah, as I
But yeah,
said,
the thing about but the thing here is that it's very unknown, all of this, because this is a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild, which again was doing a lot of things different. It was keeping the core subjects the same. The hero, the princess, and of course the demon, which was Ganon.
I didn't
But
even know that Ganondorf was a demon.
oh, he is. He used to be Ganondorf Dragmire, but he ended up becoming the Demon King Ganon during Ocarina of Time.
I know that in Ocarina of Time, you basically changed time or something like that, or you go back in time. I'm not sure about that.
Yes, you do, and that's why we get the fucking 3 timelines. Oh man, it's really hard trying to explain that one to a complete new beginner.
But stay on topic. So this one, the new we got, I put up the picture you saw.
Yes.
Relentlessly ask me for. So
yes, this is a beautiful picture, an amazing picture, and I love it. Like if you see Link to the right.
Yeah.
He's standing on one of the Sky Islands, as we will start calling it, and he's looking out throughout what we believe to be the sacred kingdom that lies above Hyrule, which again is the chosen kingdom of the gods. But I'm not going to get too much into that because they'll be here all day. But if you go see right beneath where Link is sitting, you can see Death Mountain, which is a recurring area from Legend of Zelda, which is a giant volcano, which is a bunch of rock-eating guys called Gorons living in it. However, this time, there's not any lava there. There is concentrated malice. Evil, the life force of all demons, is erupting from the very core of the earth. Then you have a little bit to the left of there, you have Hyrule Castle, which is being lifted up in the sky by said concentrated evil. And then you have that beautiful gigantic spiral in beneath the sun, almost to the middle of the screen. I have no idea what it is, but I want to go there in the game, and I'll probably get my ass kicked by whatever's in there, but I still want to go there. The same goes for Death Mountain, Hyrule Castle. Probably get my ass whipped, but I want to go there just to see what happens.
It's funny because there is Prime Night to say, stay in this timeline. We'll be here all for a day if Trim try to explain it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a mess. Oh god. Yeah, what I like about Breath of the Wild though, it's at the end of the official timeline, meaning it has been a part which converges all previous timelines into one, because you have races that are exclusive to the different timelines there. So it's all after some kind of weird time continuum thing, which I'm very okay with.
Yeah, if I'm correct, Zelda is quite used to have some time skip stuff or time magic or something like that. I think I remember in Skyward Sword, you have 1 or 2 dungeons when you have to do a puzzle in 2 different time zones or something like that.
Yes. Time travel is pretty normal in this series, and it's been a core idea ever since the first game.
And
But
t-
Zelda
t-
herself,
go ahead, go ahead.
Zelda herself is the reason why there's a lot of time focus and all that is that it's all about magic and power and so on. But Zelda, the character Princess Zelda, she is a mortal reincarnation of a goddess. She's called Hylia, which is the
Oh,
goddess that
I thought
created.
that the guy with the sword and the yellow hair and stuff, this is Zelda.
Oh my fucking god! You just fucking had to. You know what you did.
I had to.
Oh, I know you did it for a joke, but Jesus fucking Christ, why? Why would you do this? Whatever. Fuck it.
Because I want to fuck with you.
Yeah, I noticed. French.
You always try to fuck with me, so once in a while. Yeah, like Alden says, Zelda is my favorite character to play.
Yeah, then you apparently have played one of the other games where you can play her. Nice.
Yeah, it's.
I like Agent.
I think you can play her in Ocarina of Time, I think.
Yeah, I noticed, Ardent. You're getting sloppy.
Triggered Norwegian sounds.
I would fight that, but that actually got to me. So I'll take that.
But to be a little bit more and yeah, and nice to see you here, Alden. For once, you are in my stream, not the other way around.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Kibbs is here.
Kibbs. Hello, Kibbs. Nice to see you there.
Woo!
Yeah.
But yeah, point is, I'm really looking forward to this fucking game. I'm waiting for this trailer. So long for this name.
Stop,
5 fucking years.
Stop the autism for 1 second. I'm trying to ask a question here.
Sorry.
So I wanted to know, do you know more or less what would be the storyline, or do you have some insight, or I don't know, some intuition or idea what will be covered in this particular game?
That's the infuriating thing about Nintendo, my friend. They show you little by little, and they play their cards so hard to the chest that it's literally touching their heart at this point. It is infuriating how little information we're getting. But the thing is, it makes the Zelda tubers, you know, the YouTubers who focus on Zelda, it thrives because it allows all this theory crafting and speculations to occur.
You mean that, for example, you didn't know what would happen and what you were gonna experience as a storyline when
I mean,
Skyward Sword were announced or Breath of the Wild? You didn't know beforehand.
Not at all.
Okay.
Nintendo is really good at not spoiling their own game. But here's the funny thing. We see the sword being devoured. The Master Sword is broken. It is literally just a third of its blade remaining.
In what scene or what picture?
It's from the first trailer, and I can.
Yeah,
see
can you get me the correct timestamp?
Yeah.
Because once again, I'm no Zelda expert. I don't know shit
It's
about
right.
Zelda. I know a thing or two, but this is really basic.
Let's see. I'll send you the link over Discord.
Oh yeah, on the logo, yes.
Yes. Now the thing about the Master Sword is that it is essentially the key to, and I agree with Prime Knight, Midnight's Best Princess. But the sword has been in the first trailer. It was devoured along with half of Link's right arm. And it has been melted to its hilt. The sword is literally less useful now for its purpose than a butter knife.
But I noticed one thing. Maybe it's stupid, but on the very nice picture with the Sky Kingdom stuff, you can see that Link is more or less grown up and in blue cloth, thing, and we can see once or two that there is the old school Link with the green clothes. So maybe you can also see a time skip or time travel.
that is a lot of people wondering because personally, I just think it's the same Link, but he has just different attires, and you can change his clothing, especially in Breath of the Wild. You could really change his clothing. But some people speculate that you will be able to play through memories or play through the life of a previous Link or a previous incarnation, because the entire theme of Legend of Zelda is reincarnation. The reincarnation of Link, reincarnation of Zelda, even Ganon is a reincarnation of the first evil in the world, which is a demon known as Demise, or Bringer of Demise in Japanese. It is from Skyward Sword, everything starts, and
I quite
it is
like
from there.
Skyward Sword. I watched a guy play a playthrough
Yeah,
from beginning to end, and I thought that yes, there is one or two characters that are a bit cringe, but I thought that the storyline and the game itself were quite nice.
yeah, I'm playing it on Nintendo Switch, and I'm having a lot
Yeah,
of fun with it. And the thing is, though, you know the big brutal guy with the fiery hair at the end?
yeah.
Yeah, that is Demise, and essentially, after you defeat him, he casts a curse upon the bloodline of Zelda, meaning that every time she is reborn and every
You
time
mean
Link or his incarnation.
you don't mean the like the emo guy? No, that's not who you
No, no,
meant.
not Girahim. And Girahim is not emo. He is fucking fabulous, and he's really fucking creepy.
Okay.
Oh Jesus Christ, he's Hollywood.
Yeah, and there is Prime Knight to ask when did he lose his arm? Do you know or not?
He got his arm. Is either I don't think it's lost, but I think it's during the second trailer where you see Malice flash up his arm, and that's when we think the sword becomes like that, as the Malice literally eats through the blade, and also it corrupts his arm, meaning that a outside force, which is either a separate entity or maybe even the goddess Hylia herself, has descended down and stopped the corruption of Malice on his flesh, because Malice eats you away like some kind of evil acid.
I try.
Not only that, but it can
What?
also reduce you to some kind of demon.
It's Malice, the boss, you say?
It's the energy. If you go back to the picture, the artwork, you see the black, reddish, purple things that are under the castle from the mountain. That is Malice.
Uh, I will send you something.
Yes.
Oh no, it's Dim. I think I confused myself. I have like a guy named Demise. It's not him. Yes? No? Maybe.
It's probably. But if you see the stuff under the castle coming out of the mountain,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
is the concentrated force of Malice, which is it is the life force of Demise. It is his power. It is just concentrated darkness and hatred, and it is what gives demons their power. And
Uh,
yes, that guy is Demise, the
okay.
one who started it all. And Ganondorf, the green guy from Ocarina
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
Time,
yeah, yeah.
is his reincarnation, the reincarnation of his hatred and his wrath.
Okay, a nice little fellow.
Yes, but here's another thing. Ganondorf has taken a shape. While he's an emaciated mummy, he now has a look that is quite similar to Demise. Long hair, a kilt around him, or like twice. And many people speculate now that Ganon, who has essentially just died and reborn, and now has been captured for tens of thousands of years, having his own energy just corrupt him from within even more. The main theory is now that Demise in Ganon has essentially just become more one and the same. It's like, imagine all if you are reincarnated and suddenly all your previously reincarnated lives are merged into one.
Yep.
So this is the thing. Many people are wondering and kind of hoping that this game will signify the end of the entire of the quote unquote eternal cycle of Legend of Zelda, with Demise's curse starting, and finally, after defeating Ganondorf at what appears to be the peak of his fucking power, we might finally be able to actually banish Demise to the fucking eternal abyss where he belongs. Because one thing is certain, Demise makes Sauron look like a bitch.
Well, at least he's not my past mother-in-law.
Ouch.
No, I'm joking.
He
was
created
okay.
your mother-in-law. He creates all. He basically, Demise is. He's even more OP than Morgoth.
But Blish have an important question. Is Demise Scottish?
Nah, he's more self-controlled than that.
So the Scots are even stronger than him.
No, they're not more stronger. Demise has more control. Demise probably created the Scottish. And here's the difference between Demise and Morgoth, who is again more powerful than Sauron. Morgoth can't create shit. Demise created an entire species just from his sheer existence.
Well, if I have to be a little bit nitpicky, Morgoth did create the Balrog and the dragons.
No, he corrupted them. The Balrog are corrupted Maiar. They have more in common. They have more in common with Sauron.
He did create the dragon, no?
Through some kind of twisted breeding. It's like saying how he created the orcs.
Yeah.
He created it from something else. Morgoth can't create from scratch. Demise basically just exists, and then from his sheer existence creates everything evil. Every monster from Legend of Zelda is spawned from his essence.
Okay. Well, I thought that Morgoth did create the dragon and the Balrog. But yeah,
well, he bred them, but he didn't create them.
It reminds me of the famous quote that everyone is posting on everything related to Amazon, Lord of the Rings. Is evil does not create; it's just corrupt and stuff. So yeah, this is what Morgoth did.
You can say that Jeff Bezos is a servant of Demise, actually. Maybe an incarnation of Demise.
So we will go on another topic. I will not go for one of mine for now because you are on a nice path, so I will make you continue on that path. So choose a number, 3, 4, or 5.
5.
Okay, so we are going to talk about Ninja Turtles.
Hey!
So, can you did you play the new game Shredder's Revenge?
No, I haven't.
So, for those who are not familiar with that, Ninja Turtle is like more or less like a resurgence these days. There is like a new game, and there is also a new series that came out. And Trim wanted to talk about that. So, what do you have to say about that, man?
Well, the game is... I played the old Ninja Turtles game on the Nintendo 64, and it was pretty fucking cool. I like the sewer surfing theme. It's fucking awesome. But I've always been more of a fan of the series and the comics.
Mm-hmm.
But there's been this new series, which is called Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it's been gotten a lot of hate for a lot of understandable reasons. For example, the thing about it is it reeks of modern hyperactive humor. And also they made April Black in this one, but now, I'll just be honest. When it comes to wokery and just diversity, I'm the most hypersensitive individual ever present when it comes to that. I see that and I turn against it, but I'm able to just look at Rise of the TNMT and see the series and ignore the wokery there, you could say, because turning April Black works in a way, because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is part of its own multiverse. It had a multiverse going long
Yes.
before Marvel made a thing out of it.
Yes, they
So
they
it
went
makes sense
they went
because
to space, they went to other universe and parallel timeline, and oh
yes,
man.
and it makes sense. There is bound to be one where April is black, and I don't mind it. And if you look, and if you're able to handle the overly hyperactive humor, there's actually a lot of good in the show. And I've watched the show of not every episode, but I've watched a few of them, and I like it. And then this year came out a movie, which happens after the main series, which introduces the Krang, and the movie is fucking amazing.
What's the name of the movie?
Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The thing is, though, what I like about this new one is that instead of just taking the same turtle, giving them a different weapon and then a different color palette, they actually made them different, designed them differently.
Yeah, we can see that here on the picture.
Yeah. And they made few differences, but it works for it. Also, these are the most powerful versions of the Ninja Turtles because they all have mystic abilities. Like Leo has swords that allows him to teleport. Raphael is able to summon an avatar of himself and just go duke it out with giant monsters if you want to.
Well, that was the character of Raphael. Raphael was the
Red one.
The muscle guy.
Yes, but in the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they did many differences. Like in this one, Raphael is the older brother, and he's also the leader of the group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they also
Finally!
instead of having the usual weapons, right? I don't know the fucking weeaboo names for them, but Raphael has, the thing that looks like a police baton?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the two handles.
I think
Raphael
it's named,
uses two of those instead of those fork thingies.
Well, the fork thingy, as you say, is the Sai, S-A-I.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the baton thing is the Tonfa, I think.
Yes. Raphael uses mystically powered tonfas, which allows him to do different things. And then, of course, one thing I like is Donatello in this one. He's an autist. He's designed to be a genius autist, because he has like, oh, should I just April asks, oh, you're gonna choose one of these mystically powered weapons? And he's like, no, I'm gonna use my hyper tech staff, and everything about him is just technology. It's fucking awesome.
Is it not too much childish, child television?
Oh, well, honestly, every single fucking cartoon is, unless you go to France.
Well,
I mean, just look at Transformers G1, Transformers Prime, Transformers Beast Wars. All of it is made to cater to children. Even Star Wars, the Clone Wars, especially the earliest seasons. But there are parts in this which is it's funny. It gets a laugh out of me, and there's some really fucking cool scenes. The people who made this series have taken inspirations, especially from Studio Trigger from Japan. You know, the guys who made Kill la Kill and Danganronpa? No, wait, not Danganronpa. What's the one where everything is about some kind of giant fucking drill? Because that's also a joke in the Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Donnie has made a drill, and the joke is, "Oh, you're gonna use the drill?" No, it's in beta.
I don't know what you are referring to be honest.
Yeah, but the point is, though, you have different. They are different from how they usually are, but when it comes to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it makes sense because there are a limitless universe of different turtles, and that this is one of them makes sense. And of course, it also has the most powerful and threatening version of the Krang ever to have existed in the TNMT series, because every time I see the Krang, unless you go deep into one of the comics, the Krang are a comic relief.
Yeah, it's
they're not
It's a
you
bad
can't really
guy,
take
but can do shit, and even Shredder sometimes is more dangerous. But here on the on
exactly
one
unless
picture,
you go to unless you go to 2003 series, you
on
have. But Shredder and Krang is essentially the same one there, though.
on one picture here, we can see more or less
Yeah, that's Krang too.
purple blob. Yeah, I figured
Yeah,
that it was Krang. And Krang,
yeah,
in all honesty, Krang was fucking scary. If you looked into his lore and story and everything, he was like an alien mastermind who could
he
conquer the
was.
planet and the whole universe.
Exactly, but no series ever gave him. Gurren Lagann, that's it. Sorry, but they never really did him justice in any of the series, unless you counted like Utrom Shredder, like
Mm.
Terrell from the 2003 series.
I didn't even
But
watch that.
that's my
Because
favorite
for
TNT series ever.
I was very fond of Ninja Turtle when I was a kid, but I didn't watch the
Uh,
the like the 2000 series and all that stuff.
yeah.
I forgot about all that.
Well, 2003 is the best one, but it went for a long time, introduced you to a lot of things. It got a lot of fucking things right. But it's Shredder there isn't Shredder is a Krang in that one. But I need to
Did
make
you
sure
like
now.
the two most recent movie?
You mean the Johnny Knoxville ones? Michael Bay ones?
Yeah, Michael Bay.
No.
I kinda like them.
But I don't hate them, but I didn't. Oh God, they're good. I like the designs here and there, but it could have been a
I
lot
thought
better.
I felt that the turtle were a bit more mature than they used to be.
Oh, they were a bit more
And
mature. The second one is clearly better than
yeah.
the first one, and the fact that they did Bebop and Rocksteady
Oh
right,
man, I love them.
yeah, yeah,
They were on the perfect balance between full stupid and fucking scary dangerous.
yeah.
And I
But the
kinda
thing
like
here
that.
is, yeah, I did like it too, and again, they did them more justice than the old fucking cartoon itself.
Yeah.
But I just want to reiterate though, there's never been any Krang that has been
Yeah.
actually scary in the
Well,
series,
on the second
unless you
movie,
got the movie.
yeah, on
This
the
movie here, what?
yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah, this movie here, it set up the Krang as some high-tech, barbarous, more like a plague that just consumes everyone, and they value strength above everything else. And there are just three of them, but just one Krang without his tech suit fucking wrecks the turtles.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was excited to see on the second movie, the Ninja Turtle Michael Bay, was that Krang was fucking scary on the second movie, but I was a bit disappointed that they defeated him so easily,
He
because
was a space pirate, though.
yeah, but I quite like that because the idea of the alien stuff that came from outer space and more or less conquer the planet and move on, and the deal he got with Krang and stuff, with Shredder, sorry, and the fact
Yeah.
that Krang betrayed Shredder and freezed him and contain him like a trophy or some kind. I thought it was quite nice, but yeah, finally
but they never really did. They
yeah.
didn't do Shredder. Again, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by Michael Bay is like Transformers
Yes.
of Michael Bay. It isn't. They are on a good path, but they never do it well. Again, 40% glorious beauty and 60% absolute dog shit. That is Michael Bay's movies.
Yeah, but the thing he got right is very nice. So, for example, the thing they do because they are punished by Splinter, and they do like gymnastic crazy stuff, and Splinter try to lure them to confess what they did with a pizza, like the pizza with 99 cheese. It was very funny.
It is.
Yeah. Have a nice one, Alden. Thanks to
Bye
have
bye,
come
Arden.
by.
Thank you for dropping by.
And on that note, we are going to go to another topic. But yeah, I think that Ninja Turtle may have some resurgence, and maybe I will try to go back into it,
Yeah.
because I love Ninja
One
Turtle.
sad thing I want to point out is that
Yeah.
the series, the Rise series, got a lot of unfair hate, in my opinion. And then again, I'm a hard anti-woke advocate, and even I want to see more of this series. They have some woke, yes, but which shit doesn't? This series had a lot of good potential, and this movie has done nothing but just reaffirm my opinion of that.
Yeah, and apparently
Especially with how everything turned out.
on the game Shredder's Revenge, apparently we can see Casey Jones and the original
Yeah.
Casey Jones, and this was one of my favorite character. Casey Jones was always a badass to me.
Criminal! You gotta pay, criminal! Fucking starts beating people with a fucking hockey stick.
Yeah,
Casey
golf club, or I don't know. I thought it was genius.
In the original series, Casey Jones was a goddamn maniac who just went around trying to beat people to death because they failed to pay a parking ticket. Oh, you parked wrong! I'm gonna beat the shit out of you with this hockey stick.
Yeah, and finally he made friends with the Ninja Turtle, because at the very beginning, Casey was almost a villain that the Turtle tried to stop, and finally they made friends. It was nice.
And one thing about Casey, he's just make sure you don't break the law or do anything outside of the law when Casey's close by, because hey, if you're a tax evader, holy shit.
It's more or less like Judge Dredd.
Imagine if Casey Jones worked for the IRS.
Yeah, Prime Night, Casey Jones is a normal human, but he has a justice boner. Let's just say.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's able to, from what I can gather, he's able to ignore the limitations of the human body because he's Casey Jones, and he will kick your ass.
Yeah, I really didn't like the Casey Jones of the second movie. It was too basic, too vanilla, and the actor, it was the guy from the Arrow. And no, Casey Jones is more crazy than that. Yeah, it's kind of like the Punisher, more or less.
Yeah, basically. Though in the Rice movie, Casey Jones is actually a person from the future going to the past.
So, next topic.
That is a spoiler, it happens in the first fucking minutes.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. We are going to, speaking of crazy stuff, we are going to talk about our beloved friends, Chris Pratt.
Oh, yes.
So,
one of the few Hollywood people I actually respect.
Yes. So, just for people who don't know, Chris Pratt is more or less the head boner of the Twitter mob, and everything bad happening in movies or TV show or influencing the world by culture, I don't know. It's the fault of Chris Pratt, because Chris Pratt is, I think, a Christian or Catholic, I'm not sure.
Yes, Chris Pratt is a practicing Christian with values, yes. Christian values, don't you know?
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
It does sound like that.
Shut up!
On, oui, oui.
I will remember that joke. But here we can see on this article that apparently Chris Pratt. Oh man, fuck yes, you're right. I say that. Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt. Yeah, this is better now. Yeah, you are right, Prime Night. Yeah, I did say it right.
Oh, does that mean that Chris Pratt will be the Splinter if we ever get a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series?
Oh, I think it would be nice. He should. He need to work on his voice a little bit, but he could be.
Dude, from Terminal List, he can do almost any role because again,
Yeah,
Chris Pratt has
we
never been scary until that fucking series.
well, yes, with the guy with the bowel, we will not say more until later, but yeah, with the bowel scene, I think you know what I mean. Yeah, it was a bit scary, but yeah, on this article, apparently Chris Pratt offered Bryce Dallas Award, and many other people from the Jurassic World new movie, much help to have, well, more money, because Chris Pratt was the star of the new movie, and everyone else were way below his pay and his fame, his stardom, you can say. So
Or as
apparently,
I want to say,
yeah,
competence, because Chris Pratt is one of the few fucking competent actors who
yeah.
is in a political field.
So
Yes.
he did help very much Bryce Dallas Howard and other people to have more money, not only on the movie itself, but also on the other stuff. For example, voice on video game, picture from merchandising like lunchbox, T-shirt, and whatnot. So Chris Pratt is a very good boy because he helped other, but yeah, apparently he's still a bad guy.
Yes,
And
because he's a white Christian man, don't you know?
maybe. And as Stream said on the one of his latest work, the TV show The Terminalist, is not only the actor but also a producer. And oh man, does he do this TV show a huge service, because he I don't know how to say that, but his presence on screen is unmatchable.
Yeah. It's also another thing that the guy who the not fuck, what's the word again? When you write books, is it novelist or is it author? Author, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the author of the book that the Terminalist is based on, he himself has just stated that it is not, while there's politics in it, it is not taking any side, it's not pointing anything in the modern. It is just
A story.
the politics of the fitting the story. Exactly that. And it works so well. I could be singing the praises of the Terminalist for years. But just know that this is a modern series made by people who are dedicated and passionate about what they make. And the actors who do this series give their A game. And also Chris Pratt, who is basically the ha-ha guy, has now become a scary homicidal maniac.
Oh
Well,
man,
that's doing
yes.
him a disservice, but I've never been scared of Chris Pratt until now. And this is not even a horror series. It's just that
Yeah.
you think fucking John Wick is badass? Fuck me.
Yeah,
You don't need a pencil with this.
it's more or less like John Wick meet John Rambo.
Yeah, quite literally. If we take one of
Yeah.
the second last Rambo movie.
And on this article, I found that the author of the
Oh
book
yeah.
back and praise Chris Pratt.
Yes. Oh, Jack, you beautiful person. We didn't make it for the critics, which a lot of shit nowadays is done. They make it for the critics who are just so high on the woke cocaine.
Yeah.
This is made for people who like series. I
And
binged
apparently-
this series with my best friend, and
Yeah,
my
same.
God, I loved every single second of it.
Yes, the ending is quite satisfying also.
Oh, yes.
Most of show like that, you have an ending like, oh yeah, rah, rah. But yeah, it's a gut punch at the end. I will not spoil what happened, but I was like, oh man, man, it's not for
Money
the faint
is
of
a
heart.
great evil. That's
Yeah.
one of the messages I take from this, is that greed can be dangerous.
Yes, but the craziest thing about this show is the first 2 or 3 episodes, more the first 2. We don't know what the fuck is happening. It's like,
I know, but
yeah, go.
all the the unraveling of the mystery is such a beauty to behold, but
Yeah.
also just I do not disagree with Chris Pratt and what he does in this series. His character, I forgot the name of his character, sadly.
John Reese.
Yes, Reese. I don't disagree with what Reese is doing because Reese does not harm anyone who doesn't deserve it. He
Yeah.
only goes after people who are guilty for the action caused against him and his people, and no one else. And Jesus fucking Christ, it is. You just get really unnerved, but yet you still just cheer on the guy because you know that everyone who gets got deserve it. And that includes the Mexican fella.
Yeah, and you sometimes you are even nervous. So what the fuck are you doing now, Reese? Please stop.
Yeah, it's like,
Please
oh my
stop.
god, is he gonna snap? Is he gonna start harming others? No, no. He just keeps himself steady. He
Yeah.
keeps his principle of harming only the people that are direct. Hell, not even the people directly in his way. He only harms the people who puts themselves in his way.
Yeah, and he has like a very solid military viewing of the situation. He's on a
Oh
mission.
yeah,
Period.
I
I was
I'm
very
not I'm not
sad.
and I'm not much of an advocate for Amazon, but for this,
Yeah.
it is get the Amazon Prime free trial. Watch this series. You will not regret it.
Unless another show that Amazon recently did.
Just don't fucking. I
Yeah.
don't like shitty fan fiction, dude.
How did you react with the wife of the guy in Mexico? I think the girl who says something like, "Yeah, I don't want to see you anymore."
I agreed with her.
Yeah.
I the
I'm.
thing,
Yeah, go.
yeah, the thing about it is, in my view, Reese was fully justified in doing what he did. He, considering his condition, considering what happened, considering everything he's been through, I'm behind him fully. But I'm also really agreeing with the mother in Mexico. Yes, completely. Without spoiling too much,
Yeah.
I agree on both sides there. What Reese did was justified, but it also means it is justified to cut him away
Yeah.
because he's
It's
going down a really dark path.
it's understandable. Let's just put it that way. It's understandable because it's not something small. It's something very very dangerous, very very sad, and yeah, you at one point you have to stop. You have to stop.
Yeah, there are a lot of moments where I'm just touched, and there are a lot of points where Reese's character, if he was a villain, if he was the bad guy, he wouldn't have done what he did. Like, in the mountain after the thing when he was cornered, right?
Yeah.
With the soldier, what he did there to her, it shows that despite how far gone Reese is, he is still a morally straight guy. He's not evil. He's just someone looking for justice in a
Yeah,
world where that
and
happens.
not only justice for him, because there is many other people that is
Oh
trying to
yeah,
help.
that's what I meant. The justice
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
his people.
Because it's very easy to see. Oh, he's do it for himself, and no,
Mm.
there is many people that is trying to help.
I have.
I
There's
quite
a
like
lot of people.
the journalist character.
I really liked her
Yeah,
too. And
she was interesting.
the thing about her is when I saw her, I thought, oh shit, here we go. Here's the woman. And then it's like, holy shit, this lady is badass.
She's trying to do something. She's not just there for for herself, for her career. She has a goal, a grander goal. Let's put it that
Yes,
way.
she is on a mission
Yeah,
similar to Chris Pratt's character.
yeah,
It is. Oh God, I just love this series because
yeah.
it is so good.
My favorite moment of her, the journalist, was at the very end. You know, she has some paper. She's trying to do some stuff, and she talked to the political lady. And at one point, I finished and stuff, but I have a quick question before I go. And
Yeah.
I really, really, really like the way she kind of tricked the politician.
Yes, and also she proved to be capable. She wasn't an ass kicker. She wasn't She wasn't a man in a woman's. She wasn't a
Yeah.
male character in a woman's body. She was her own character.
Yep.
And holy shit, her weaknesses were one thing, but her strengths, my God. And I'm pretty sure that if it wasn't for her, at the end, during the last episode, Reese would have crossed a line which he never would have returned from. But
Yes.
she
Yes.
helped him in that critical moment.
I think yes. She bought him the few seconds he needed. Because it was a matter of seconds.
Yeah, and to be honest though, that politician, it's the only character except for the last one on the list that went with some shred of dignity.
Yeah. So
anyone else just went without it, and especially that motherfucker that got it on the stairs. Oh, yeah, he broke like a little bitch, pleading for mercy. Oh yeah, get fucked. Sorry,
I quite like also the guy with the log on the sea. The death was brutal, but it was satisfying also.
No, he accepted it.
Yeah,
he really accepted it. Though. But like out of the three,
it was an ugly death. It was an ugly death.
No death there was pretty. Every death.
But this one was pretty bad because he said, "Oh, he is, I don't know the name of the log, like Calamity or something like that. The 200 pounds of bitch."
Yes, and it's like I love the fucking the idea behind it because the log is meant to be a team exercise during the SEALs training, right?
And you
have to be. He was alone. Yeah, there was no one there to help him. He had to carry all that himself, and he fell under. And
the only way to succeed at that exercise is being like 10 guys who keep themselves up and stuff, and alone he would never have done it.
Exactly, and it's in this you're only as strong as your weakest link.
In this article, I wanted to read a little part of it, and I think that Prime Night spotted it also. And yes, Shade of the Minion. We are talking about the TV show Terminalist because it's a very, 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 very good show. And also because recently Chris Pratt revealed, well, not himself, but Bryce Dallas Howard, the girl from Jurassic World, said that apparently Chris Pratt helped her a lot to gain more money with character in Jurassic World, not only on the movie but also on adaptation like video games, T-shirt, figurines.
Yeah, it is funny how how Chris Pratt is essentially the wokest target because he's just again, he's everything they hate.
Yeah.
But he is just a good person and he helps out everyone.
Yes.
Because Chris Pratt is just a good guy.
Yeah, because he did not only help her, the girl, but all of the cast. In fact, you can resume that way that Chris Pratt will with himself being the biggest star of the Jurassic World new franchise, at least the new cast, not the old one. He said, "Well, I am the big name, so I will negotiate for all of you, motherfucker." And
yes,
and he helped everyone to get the best pay possible. And the thing is that yeah, Chris Pratt is the guy in the mire of every single gun on the internet. and is a very nice guy. And on the terminal list, the new show that Chris Pratt is the lead character, but also the producer. Well, it's a very nice show, and with that again, everyone is criticizing it, saying it's bad, it's anti-woke, it's far right, it's blah 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 blah.
But the thing is, the series is anti-woke, but it is not far right. It is not just anti-woke to be fucking.
It's just a good show. It's just a good show.
It is anti-woke in the right way. It's not political in any single way. It's just, here is a story. We've crafted this story to be a good story for people who like this kind of story. Enjoy it, people who like good stories.
And so
politics? No, just story.
The author of the book, because it's a book at the beginning, who back up and praise Chris Pratt's performance of the main character, John Reese. And he says, we didn't make it for the critics. We made it for those in the arena. We made it for the soldiers, sailor, airmen, and marine that went went to Iraq and Afghanistan, so they could sit on the couch and say, hey, these guys put in the work. They put in the effort to make something special and make a show that speaks to them.
Yes.
Here we have. Because yes, that's maybe the only thing you can critique, but maybe a bad thing, I don't know how to say that in English, sorry, that the show do is thanking and in a way praising the military of the United States of America, but they do it in a very nice way.
The military is not a bad organization, it's the politics. This show gets that right. It criticizes the politics behind the military. The military itself. The military force is itself not an entity.
And also
people want to serve their country. It is the politicians behind the military that are the bad guys, in my opinion.
And also it praises the role of the soldier, the warrior, not just Americans or English or Belgian or Norwegian, just the good old warrior. That's it.
Yes.
It's just that they have guns and they are in the United States, but yes.
And I agree with this. We should respect the people who put their lives on the line for their countries.
Yeah, especially that, if I'm not mistaken, especially in the US, the veterans are fucked in the ass every single day.
I hate that. I hate how badly they treat their veterans.
So that was about good boy Chris Pratt. So next topic. So Trim, let's continue to speak a little bit about video games.
Yes, I like video games.
I bet you do. So, do you like Halo?
Not anymore.
Did you play the game?
I played the first one, Reach. Haven't played the second or third one yet, but I won't go further than the fourth when I get into it.
Sorry. There's an ad, a sound ad. That surprised me. So, on the topic on Halo, I don't know if you heard, but there is like a little bit of riffraff on Halo Infinite multiplayer campaign. Have you heard about that?
I haven't really got much into it because I'm really uninterested in Halo these days. But I've watched several YouTubers who are into Halo, and they feel betrayed with how 343 is just screwing the pooch on Halo. Like, watch Roanoke Gaming. He has a really good point about how 343 is just messing up everything Halo. Like, ever since Halo 4, it's been just on a decline.
When do you pinpoint the decline specifically?
Huh?
At what point do you pinpoint the decline specifically, like Halo 4, Halo Reach?
Yes, from Halo 4 and downwards. Again, Halo 4 was a good start. But, unfortunately, with Halo 5, they just screwed the pooch. And with Halo Infinite, I've heard from people who are really into it that it is decent, but 343 is clearly it's a game made by a bunch of people who's not fans of Halo. Again, from what if I remember correctly, I read an article where the creators of Halo Guardians said that they weren't Halo fans.
Well, if it's the same guy who made the TV show, yes, I agree. Once again, the guy who made a TV show or game or something like that, and they say, "Well, I'm not a fan of the game or the."
Don't remind me. I hate people like that. I've never played the game. I've never watched a movie. I've never read the book.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy who made the Master of the Universe TV show. I was not a fan of He-Man. Oh yes, I always loved He-Man.
Yes, and of course then you have, oh yes, Star Wars never had a bunch of books.
Yeah, there is not a lot of material to explore.
I swear to God, Kennedy, if I get my hands on you, I'm going to
squeeze.
Minecraft. Minecraft. Let's just say Minecraft.
Did you know that Kathleen Kennedy produced the first Jurassic Park movie?
Huh?
Yes, she did.
So she did have talent, but she has lost her soul then.
Maybe, but yeah, she produced the first Jurassic Park movie in '93. I was shocked also. But to get back to Halo, so the thing is, there is a problem with multiplayer in Halo, which is kinda problematic because Halo is a game that, if I'm not mistaken, more or less always had multiplayer, or at least
it always had multiplayer. But the thing is, it is 343 is hiding. If I remember correctly from the people who have criticized this, it is not made. They don't have it properly yet because they have the excuse it is not up to our standards.
Yeah.
Turns out that it is there. They just refuse to let it. They refuse to release it for bullshit reasons. And 343 are hard selling on the making Halo an esports instead of the natural progression of a game becoming an esport is that it is first fun and then it becomes esport.
I don't know if you watched the video of Short Fat Otaku, well, Dev.
It turns out Jurassic Park 1 was Spielberg.
Yeah, the director, but the producer, one of them was Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, well, okay. Well, the director is Spielberg, and
the
Spielberg is good at times.
Yes,
he's weird.
And yeah, for Halo, so there is a way to get to play the split screen campaign co-op. So you are on your Xbox, or I don't know, and you invite a friend to play. You give him a controller. You start the game, and voila, you play at two people. Oh my god, this is revolutionary. And you can do that now, except if you find a way to glitch it. I'm not kidding.
Oh, sorry. Oh shit! I got cold and I turned it off, but I might have to. If they call again, I might have to temporarily mute myself.
No worries. I will stay alone and sad without you.
Sorry.
So I will show the chat to have a way to play split screen on Halo Infinite. So, if I'm not mistaken, you have to play on a campaign normally, and you have to at some point cut the internet or something. So you see the game starting, and quickly he will invite a friend to ask to join, and then he will leave like the party he created, you will select a place, like a location, to play the map or the mission, I don't know. So here you have a friend, you could see. And voila! You can play at 2 people. Even more than 2 people. But you see what you have to do to play basic multiplayer campaign co-op? It's stupid.
Yes. This is something that should have been in it since the fucking start. Just saying, this should have been in from the very beginning. And they just keep it back for reasons that their own bullshit is. It's not up to our standards. Standards. Our standards. A bunch of fuckers who don't even have standards. Sorry,
Well, yeah, no, bro. It's stupid. It's stupid. I don't
Again,
understand.
I fell out of Halo after Guardians.
Well, I think I played the first one only, on my PC long ago. But yeah, I don't understand, because if you can glitch it, this means that the thing is in the game.
Yes.
So
it's just like the fucking EA levels of DLC. Oh, we make it done, but we'll open it when you pay for it. Yes.
Well, I don't understand, because this was a thing that that Dev talked about, the thing with infinite or eternal video game, forever video game. I don't know how we call that, but I missed the days when you just could only play the game and be happy, and that's it. You didn't have to make an account to log into Steam or the Game Pass thing. You just put the CD, install the game, play, that's it. End of the line.
Yep. But now everything has to be through this and this and this. And I'm pretty sure we're not far away from still having fucking commercials drowning out our screens. Just you wait.
Do you remember? I think it was an article that went viral at some point. It spoke about ads in 2K basketball games. I don't know. You didn't catch that?
I probably have caught it, but I just filed it under retardation and went on with my life.
I tried to find that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes, found it.
Ah, boy.
So I will check if... because there is a delay, so I want you to see what I'm talking about. So this is 2K, so the basketball game. And when you load a game or something, you have an ad, an unskippable ad.
Yeah, at that point is when I would turn the game off, because I even turn off YouTube videos to give me like the 15-second ads. I just turn it off, turn it on until I get a 6-second one or no ad.
It's crazy. The thing is unskippable. This is, oh man. It's, yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that. And yes, shit, the good old days when you insert cartridge, turn on console, play. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, miss those games. You almost got it back in the Nintendo Switch now, though. Nintendo still got it. I mean, they're far from flawless, believe me, but yeah, it's still pretty good. In chat, I send a link to Roanoke talking about his issues with 343. And I recommend checking that one out, because it's a good video and he explains the situation pretty well.
I think the link didn't went through.
Oh yeah, because I don't have the spanner. Yeah, I'll send it to you and then you can yeet it out. There you go.
I will. Well, I will make you a moderator.
Oh shit! You're giving me too much power now, bro.
Yep. So you're a moderator now. Enjoy.
Hey! I have unlimited power.
And now the link won't go through. And
There we go.
I didn't see that that Bezek was there, so nice to see you, man.
Hello, Besek.
Yeah.
Bit late on saying hi, but
Yeah.
hey,
So sorry.
I did write to him though, so it counts.
I'm not good at managing chat and the stream itself, so yeah, sorry. But I quite enjoyed the banter you had with Trim not being, how to say that, entirely trustworthy with some games or some some stuff. But apparently you have a plan to make him a space miner, if I remember correctly.
No.
Apparently,
Space miner. Wait, space miner or space engineer? Because I can do one of those.
Apparently both.
No, I'm not doing space engineers because then I'll get their channels demonetized.
If you can explain a bit more your master plan, Bezek.
Make a good point.
But I did catch that apparently Disco wanted to make a kitty shape space pod something.
Oh, that's cute. The power of George shall spread throughout the universe.
It was funny. You will drive the Minecrafter.
Oh, fuck space engineers. I can't stand that game. It is just, it's too much. It is way too much for me. I need a game that is a lot more simpler.
I don't even know what this is.
You're a dude who can just build a spaceship, but you have to be on an autistic level of detail management in order to make that thing work.
Yeah, that was the plan. Yeah, the thing with asteroid and.
Yeah, I can't play it. Sorry, I can't play Space Engineers. You gotta pay me a lot before I even fucking download it again.
I know a thing or two that can motivate the Norwegian troll. Speaking of a video game, Halo stuff, that is quite, I would say that, disappointing. We will talk about something that the Trim love.
Is it robots turning into cars and jets and all the cool stuff?
The other way
like
around,
that.
but apparently this is the same.
Same, but different.
Yeah, same but different. So, what you gonna talk about? Apparently the new Transformer stuff that is coming around. So this is the first one I pulled was Earthspark.
I've just decided to let the first season of this series go by and do its own thing. I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm not gonna start gushing over it. I'm just gonna let this series go because I'm gonna be honest, Transformers Cyberverse, the latest series, and I'm not counting the fucking Machinima and Netflix series, they are abominations and a waste of potential. But this one, I'm just gonna let it play out the first season, then I might watch it later. And Cyberverse, it was okay. It had a lot of potential, but it never really fulfilled it. This one, I'm kind of hoping they give it more justice, but you never know. The last good Transformers series was Transformers Prime. And of course, Transformers Animated, which also was fucking amazing.
I have the same question as Prime Night about the picture on the article. What's this with Optimus?
I know. Just again, one of the reasons why I'm gonna let this thing pass before I eventually catch on later, because now the funny thing is the voice actor for Optimus Prime on this one is the guy who voiced Wash in Firefly. He's gonna be the next Optimus Prime. So they have modeled Optimus Prime's face after him.
Yep.
Though it does look a bit too much like handsome Squidward, and it's kind of unnerving, and it's kind of annoying.
It's like he's trying to hit on a girl, like, hey, are you alone
tonight? I know. But one thing though, I saw Megatron's alt mode in this. I saw Megatron's alt mode in this one, and it is the Osprey. You know, the helicopter plane with helicopter rotors on each wing. And
Well,
that's basically Megatron's alt mode in this, and that is a nod to Transformers Animated, and I do like Transformers Animated.
yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing I like is you can put a rose in his mouth, Optimus. Like, hey.
I know, like, hey, baby, wanna be till all are one with me? Oh God!
Want to do some plug and play?
Shut the fuck up. Oh God! Nah, I'm gonna let this one do its thing, and then I'm gonna watch it later. I'm gonna watch
But
clips of it if it interests me.
what's the timeline or the focus of this TV show?
I have no idea.
Okay. Because
Again,
I
I'm
know
just
that on some not so old game, the focus one on Cybertron, like the war on Cybertron, I think. It was the end of the game is a big duel between Optimus and Megatron, like on the verge of space where Cybertron is being destroyed or something like that. It was quite epic, quite epic.
Oh, wait, you're talking about Transformers Cybertron?
I think it was a video game, so I'm not sure. Maybe
Oh,
I'm mistaken.
oh shit! Transformers Devastation. That fucking rocks. Gotta love that game.
Yeah, you could hear Trim like coming. There was a cheese that went always
Fangasm has a lot to do
Yeah.
with it. It's just, I just want to put it like this: if you ever have the opportunity to get Transformers Devastation, it is a platinum fighter game. But fuck me, it is so good. The soundtrack is fantastic. The fights are great, and just. I want a sequel. Apparently, Activision fucked up so hard, so we're not getting a sequel because fuck me, I guess. Sorry.
I think that you need to draw yourself like fangasming a lot.
No.
Would be fun.
You don't have enough money to afford that anyway.
Like an excited Trim with arts in his eyes and like coming everywhere.
Just why can't we just get a good series anymore? Why does everything just again, I don't know yet if Earthspark is good or bad. It of course has the typical, hey look, we're adding human kids here because it's a thing, right? The one thing the Transformers fandom hate is the humans. They're the most boring, annoying characters, except Transformers Animated, because Sorry was actually an interesting character. I'm not going to get into much of that because I'll be here all day. But they have made some differences here by making the human characters actually linked to a Cybertronian each, which actually seems pretty interesting. There are some interesting design choices, but if you search up Transformers Animated, you'll see a very unique animation style there as well. So again, I'm going to wait until this series has had its first season, and then I'll maybe watch it and then make my judgments. But one thing is certain, this cannot be as shitty as the trash we got from Rooster Teeth or Machinima.
So just
Seriously.
for correction, the game I was referring was not Devastation because I checked. It was Fall of Cybertron.
Oh yeah, that was awesome too. The duel upon the arc between Optimus Prime and Megatron in the last fucking that last mission is so good because he started as a fucking Autobot, goes to the Decepticon, back and forth between the Autobots and the Decepticon, and then he have a fucking all-out sword fight between Prime and Megatron on top of a goddamn ship heading toward an unstable wormhole while everything is fucking exploding. I love it.
So one word, one sentences can activate the fangasm of the Trim. Oh yeah, that was right.
I love Transformers. I love Transformers with a passion. I have tattooed Transformers on my arm.
Do you see the face of Optimus Prime right there? This is more or less the constant state of Trim when we're talking about Transformers. I am happy.
Oh god.
I am a happy robot.
Yeah, the thing is, though, I'm not gonna shame or anything with this series. I'm gonna let it do its thing, and then I'm gonna watch the clips later. If I like the clips, I'll watch the series, and then I'll make my mind up.
Bezek, you need to tilt a bit more the trim in your Sultans of Shadile or your podcast. Talk about the trim
Oh,
Transformers.
he tilts me enough as it is with the fucking politics. Jesus.
Yeah, I think I remember that Bezek mentioned that yeah, Trimformers more than just a boat.
Oh God! Oh yeah. Okay. There's actually a fucking an aircraft carrier that turns into a Decepticon in Transformers Armada. He's called Tidal Wave. You know? Okay, fine. Fucking have the cruise ship I work on transform into goddamn Decepticon or Autobot. I'm into that shit. Just a giant fucking troll robot turning into a fucking Fjord cruiser.
You almost killed me, Bleach. Transformers more than just a boat. I'm welcome.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh Lord. I wouldn't mind transforming into a 125-meter long boat.
That was a good one, Bleach. I think you need to draw that trim, man. You need to.
I'm shit at drawing robots though, but I might try it later.
So the other thing that we wanted to talk about with Transformer, this is funny because it's named Rise of the Beast, Rise of Rise of the Trim.
The Rise of the Trim. Well, Trim rises, all right. Huh? What?
So
just let me watch the trailer for an XL. Then you got that one. What?
So the thing is, apparently this is a new movie, right?
Yes, it is the sequel to. It has been haven't been officially confirmed yet, but it has been heavily suggested that it is not a sequel to Transformers: The Last Night, but a sequel to Transformers Bumblebee, and will be the start of a new trilogy. I like this because they're going to include Autobots, Decepticons, but they're also going to introduce Transformers from the Beast Wars era, which is my favorite series.
So remind me, the Beast War era was the dinosaur monkey stuff.
Yes, when Optimus Prime becomes a gorilla, Megatron becomes a purple T-Rex. You have a Wasp who always speaks to himself in third person, who is the universe's chew toy and always gets shot, but always comes back up because he's a trooper. Wasp and a girl always gets shot.
I liked also the Raptor guy.
Dinobot, he's a fucking hard ass.
Yeah.
I actually cried when I watched that one during the end. Tell my tale to those who ask, the good deeds along with bad. Because Dinobot is just that much of a fucking badass.
Yep, a true warrior.
Yep. I mean, he beat Megatron down with a fucking stick. What do you want?
And you told me that it will maybe introduce a new character? Like a Transformer that not really from Cybertron or was made?
It is... from the roster so far, it is introduced Nightbird. It was a character from a one-shot episode. Let me do that. I'm gonna find a picture. There we go. A Nightbird. Essentially, this is a toy, a toy sculpt from RC. But there's the proper one. Never mind, I'm sending you a better picture.
Okay.
Let's see. There, that one. Essentially a human-created robot ninja, because the 80s were fun like that. But Nightbird is officially... She was a robot that was taken by the Decepticons, made by humans, but the Decepticons took her in, and then activated her and turned her into a Decepticon, and she was pretty fucking hardcore. She could fight. She even kicked Optimus Prime's ass.
Yeah, and I
It was pretty. It was pretty.
I found her form in car form for car transformation.
Yes, and the thing is, many people always wanted to see her get her big screen debut because technically, if we ignore the fact that she can't transform, she's the first female Decepticon, if that matters. She's the first Decepticon fembot. I mean, the Autobots had had Alita 1, Chromia, a third one, which I have a hard time remembering.
She's not Autobot, so she fights Optimus and all the
Oh,
guys.
she is a full-on Decepticon. The only thing that didn't make her a real Cybertron is the fact that she can't transform.
Okay.
But now she's going to get her own spot in the fucking Transformers Rise of the Beast. And I'm honestly kind of excited to see what we're going to do with it, because in Transformers Bumblebee, they had Shatter and Dropkick. And Shatter, she was a original character. Shatter and Dropkick both were original characters in the movie. And I really like how they did the Decepticons justice with those two, because in Bumblebee, Shatter and Dropkick are the perfect representations of what the Decepticons are. One is a brute who loves nothing more than being a destructive hooligan, who is held in check by a much more calculated, clever, and insidiously deceptive individual like
because
Shatter.
if I remember correctly, in the Bumblebee movie, the two Decepticons who came to planet Earth, they played the human. They used them.
Yes, they did, and of course, they were two really good characters. Of course, I was kind of surprised that they were both triple changers, but hey, what can you do? That's the thing about live action movies. It's kind of weird how they do the thing, and every single time it is like, oh, triple change is special. Well, not really that special, but also kind of special though.
But in the toy I found here on the picture, she has a car form. But is it only for the toy, or at one point she can transform?
There, you can find an image of the. Let's see. You can find an image of the different cars. Oh yeah, this is the Decepticon roundup. If I remember correctly, the truck is Scourge, who's sort of like a evil Optimus. Kind of hardcore motherfucker. The black car with the pink rims, wheels, that is supposed to be Nightbird.
Yep.
And I'm really looking forward to see how they make her. Especially if they're gonna use martial arts like Transformers versus Transformers fighting, as they did in Bumblebee, because that was a much better. Instead of in Michael Bay, when the Transformers fought, they would just bunch into each other and just kick and punch. But in Bumblebee, it was more actual martial arts fighting. It was actual, CQC.
I don't care, because the best fighter in all Transformer movie was Hound. Because he has a
shotgun ballerina kicking ass and taking names.
A shotgun cigar.
Cigar. His cigar was just a bullet, right?
Yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah. I mean, he tagged 2 heads in one shot. But the thing is, though, I like the designs there, but how was supposed to be Bulkhead? It's just that Michael Bay said, we can't be too much. We can't steal too much from other series. Oh, no. Transformium, goddammit. Anyway, fuck it. Don't get me started on Age of Extinction. That is a headache and a half.
Yeah, I know that's a movie you, in a way you like, in other way you don't like. But for me, I was happy. I saw dinosaur robot. I was happy.
Oh yeah, the thing about Bayformers. Oh yeah, what Bleachum said. Bay fighting was just drunk frat boys with explosions. Travis Knight did them justice by actually fighting. But anyway, I'm just going to say it like this. Age of Extinction was 3 movies in one.
Yeah,
one pointless melodrama series about people, fuck him, throw them out, because humans don't really need to be in Transformers movie. And then it was one with the Autobots versus Lockdown and his mercenaries, and then another one with Galvatron and the Viacons. There was two
Yeah, and
movies in one, two different plots. Could it really just
the dinosaur transformer, they have like a specific history and stuff. They're not just dinosaur transformer. They have special stuff.
Yeah, they're kind of OP. If we're gonna go by the G1 comic, the Dinobots were made after the Autobots land on Earth. They scanned the historic.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, the T-Rex dinosaur.
Me, Grimlock, king. Me, Grimlock, a fire-breathing T-Rex because fuck you and everything you believe in. I love Grimlock and his character in so many iterations. The thing is, he is a lot of power, but little mind.
Yeah, I think he was like a rage made manifest or something, like anger of Cybertron,
right.
I don't know.
He was a simpleton. The thing about Grimlock, comparatively in intelligence, he was kind of stupid. But he had the brute force to make up for it. But the thing about, though, he might have been stupid, kind of, but he wasn't an idiot. Sort of like me, in a way. Just I don't have the ability to turn into a metal fire-breathing fucking T-Rex and wreck shit. Huh. Maybe that's why I like Grimlock.
I tried to find the original design of Grimlock.
Oh, it's easy. Just search G1 Grimlock.
I found one. Who is quite nice. And not in the movie. Because when I type Grimlock, I see only the one in the movie.
Yeah, just easy fix. Search G1 Grimlock.
Yeah. Well, that's a very old one. Very old.
Yes. That is the OG Grimlock. And I fucking love that design.
He's more like Godzilla than a T-Rex.
Oh, Godzilla. Wish it was Grimlock.
The fat Godzilla.
I don't mind, actually, the Godzilla movies we got.
No,
I actually like the monsters.
Me neither, but yeah, it's brief 80s.
It is. God, look at that. The thing is, though, again, with Bayformers, it's just like the Ninja Turtles. It is 40% fucking glorious.
Oh,
and then it's 60% fucking trash.
You are going to make a friends today, Trim, if it wasn't already
there. Wait, you had a G1 toy, Ardent?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
That's awesome.
Mecha Godzilla, yeah, Bleach.
You want a good Transformers movie? Watch the 1986 Transformers the movie. You can find it on YouTube. Just watch it and enjoy the show.
Can you? Because I always wanted to see the specific episode or narrative arc about that. It's in the very, very, very old Transformer. When I watched one point, so the Autobot fighting the Decepticons on Cybertron, and at one moment there is like another planet who is in fact a Transformer. But it's the size of a planet. I don't remember the name of the bad guy.
Yes, Unicron.
Unicron, thank you.
Yes. Who is voiced by... shit, I forgot his name. Yeah, anybody remember the G1 voice for Unicron? I got a Iron Carpet. I can't remember. Shit.
Yeah, but the thing with the bad guy planet, he was scary as shit. Fuck, oh man.
Oh yeah, he is literally Transformers Satan. Yeah. He is the older brother, like in newer versions. Orson Welles, yes, and he makes him sound like fucking Satan on crack, on steroids. I mean,
because he is like, oh, Decepticons, the Autobots, I don't care, I will kill you all.
Yeah, because the Autobots and Decepticons are both children of Primus, who is the opposite of Unicron. Unicron is the Chaos Bringer. He wishes to destroy everything and become the one thing in existence, while Primus keeps creating things. He turned himself to a planet so he could give life to the Autobots and Decepticons.
Yep, one dangerous motherfucker.
Oh yeah, and his voice is fucking glorious. Just watch Transformers the movie on YouTube. You will not regret it. There's a
Uh,
lot of good music too in the soundtrack.
I will show
You got the
to the
touch. Dun, dun,
I will show to the
dun.
chat a few picture of the bad guy itself, because man, he is scary.
It is just fucking beautiful. He just fucking smashes a whole planet with his just flat hand. He transforms from a fucking planet-eating planetoid and then turns and just smashes shit. Orson Welles had a good one with the champagne.
He make me think like Galactus in
Unicron.
Galactus in Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Galactus wishes he
Yeah.
was Unicron. I met a guy who was a die-hard Marvel fan, and we would discuss for hours about who would take who in a Galactus versus Unicron fight.
Good old fashioned internet debate.
Oh yeah, but in real life, baby.
The real problem, the real topic in the world.
Oh yeah.
Keep your politics and your economy. I want to
That
know
is the
who's
ID. That is IDW Unicron, by the way.
Okay, so I just pick a picture on Google Image.
Yeah.
But they're all epic as shit.
Well, Mech Galactus is pretty close. It's just that Unicron is better than Galactus. Galactus is a basic bitch man in the core of a giant semi-god. Unicron is literally chaos and hatred embodied, and just on a fucking raid against the eternity of everything that exists.
Because I just type Unicron on Google Image and I had that, so sorry. I'm not an expert.
No, I'm not going to call myself an expert. I'm just a fan to the point of religious.
So, in a way, an expert.
Maybe. If I was offered priestdom, I would take it.
So, we have attained. Let me start again. We have reached the 2-hour mark. We can cover another topic if you want, but we have to leave after that.
That works.
Okay.
Any topic you want to talk about?
But I will give you the topic I have noted. So there is the tiny bit about G4 TV. There is the thing with HBO and Warner Brothers. And there is Dark Crystal.
Ooh.
What do you choose?
I do like Dark Crystal, but I'm also kind of happy in what Warner Bros. And HBO are doing. But also G4 Dead on Arrival.
Maybe chat as an opinion also, but yeah, you can. What do you want to cover?
I mean, I can go for either or at this point. I'm just, but if you're gonna go for G4 TV, it's like I find it hilarious how they, in the beginning of G4, from what I could remember, they were really just playing it up, sort of like a TV show. You know, they had women lightly clad, and of course, redoing themselves, they decided to drink the Kool-Aid, and it just they died harder than that. What's a news channel in America that died?
Bleach said G4 just a dumpster fire that warms my soul, and you are talking about G4, so we are going to cover that a little bit.
Yes.
So go ahead, continue.
Well, it's just they started and be like they started trying. They went back to 2014, 2016. We're like, oh, look, feminism, yay! That's the TLDR of the whole speech. And the fun fact is the woman who said that, I remember she was in it, and she really, really went hard in the whole, look, I'm a hot chick thing.
There's a question for you, Trim. Does anyone else remember when the Transformer Marvel comics had mutant Broden?
Which mutants? Because they have mutants in Transformers. The Pretenders were mutants.
Well, you can answer in chat, but yeah, this was a question for you, not for me.
Sorry.
No, no worries, no worries. But to continue what you are saying about G4, myself, I never watched it. I never even knew that existed because in Belgium, France, and so forth, we had other stuff to watch, video games or nerd emission, nerd television, or even YouTube channel or website. And so I never knew G4 until they tried to resurrect it. But the fun thing is I watch, as like most of you, the declaration like, yeah, the girls are not for the pleasure of your eyes. We are doing stuff for women and we are doing stuff for inclusion, blah, 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 blah. And now a few days ago, like 2 or 3 weeks tops, apparently the president of the G4 channel quit the job. I'm not sure that she was fired or that she quit herself, but she's no longer there. And that's a very funny story to me.
It is. I mean, it just goes to show that go woke, you go broke.
No way, yes.
I mean, grass grows, is green, the sky is blue, for the most part, unless you go further up. Water is wet, and go woke, go broke.
Is fire hot?
Maybe, unless you're part of the leftist side and of the social justice side, and then it can be whatever it identifies as. Sorry.
Don't puke. You had a nice stew, you said.
Yes, I make the greatest stews.
Yeah, but the fun thing about this story about G4 is that they went so hardcore on, you know, promotion, publicity, speaking about the show, trying to get everyone on board on the YouTube channel, and there is no viewer. I will not say that they do as well as me in terms of view, but if one video gets more than 10,000 views, that's nice. So that's not very good. Not very good at all, especially since, if I'm not mistaken, they have like an entire like studio, a camera, crew, and everything. So it's not like me doing video or me, even PewDiePie making video with a nice computer, light and stuff. No, they have like a television set, and this costs a lot of money.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, just again, it proves no matter how much money you have behind it, if what you're making is shit that nobody wants to hear being prattled, nobody's going to care.
Yep.
Ever. And G4 thought that they had a relevant enough name to just start with this fucking wokery, and it once again proved that they got woke and they went broke.
So they
didn't even get to fucking fly, and they crashed and burned.
You watch a little bit of G4 back in the days?
I watched a few clips here and there, and again,
If I remember correctly, there was the girl, like the famous Olivia Munn, who appealed most to guys and stuff like that. So
yes,
she was sexy and stuff.
There was a lot of drawing in the male gaze.
Yeah, but
and it worked.
For a few things that I watch, she was used for the sexiness. Okay, no problem with that. I agree, but she was not only for that. She was sexy, but she was not stupid. She was, I think, knowledgeable, at least a little bit, about video games. She knew a bit about what she talked about, and she joined the banter and the fun and the gag and the skit. She was not like a stupid bitch that someone brought in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that piercing chick.
Yeah, more or less. But for that girl, the piercing chick, she's just an activist like many other.
Yeah, less of that and more back to the old styles. I'm just gonna I'm going to fucking bet an entire month's salary before taxes that if they went back to that old style they did with humor, with proper humor, with banter, get in something for all, things that interest everyone, get in a little bit of eye candy for both men and women, and the fucking views would skyrocket.
Mm.
I'm willing to guarantee it.
Well, I think we will never get that. It will be complicated. It will be complicated.
Hey, I'm just saying that whenever if somebody has the money to make a studio shit with something, and if they make it like that, they're gonna get real popular real quick. Of course, the fucking wokies are gonna real like no tomorrow, but if you just ignore them completely, you're still gonna get the views from the people who actually matter.
I'm not sure what you mean by rebranding Bleach, but they try to resurrect the stuff, yes. But they kept the
failed
name.
miserably.
Then they kept the name G4, yes.
I think it's another attempt at being a skin suit.
Yeah, as always. But the thing about video game show or television, I'm not sure there is a place for that anymore because of YouTube.
Well, there is a place to it. There's a place for it. They could make it. It's just that they would have to choose different points to stick with. It is. I still think there is room for it. You just need to dedicate yourself for it and not be so afraid of the wokies.
Mm.
And that's the problem with everything because everybody's so afraid of wokies. I mean, of course, with Susan as it is now, she would resist it and all of her cronies. But if YouTube went back to being broadcast yourself instead of broadcasting they themselves, you would get an increase in views. In the value of this fucking platform would skyrocket.
Well, I can see your point that if you try to make it work, but not on the television side of things, more like a montage, basic montage thing.
I'm thinking if you do something like if you do it like a bit like the Lotus Eaters or like Steven Crowder, you have a YouTube section,
yes,
and then you use that as a commercial to get them into your own website. They'll keep a lot of the good points on the YouTube, but like if you wanna, you can like hint to the more eye candy parts and shit like that, right? Have some fun challenge fucking runs. Like for every time you die in Dark Souls, you do X or Y.
I'm watching one of the emission, one of the video of G4 TV, and this is more or less what they try to do. Like, see, I think it's okay for how I show it. There is a small delay, sorry, but as you can see on the top right corner, so that bottom right corner, they have like the couch and they play and they do some shit. So it's more or less how the Crowder show presents itself.
Yeah.
But apparently it's not enough.
No. It's just find something that works and stick to it. And now people think that wokery works, which again, it never does.
I didn't spot that. They have like, I think it's a girl. I think. With a big
God, it's a
black
girl.
A big Black Lives Matter shirt.
There we go.
They have also like a sticker I voted.
That's the activist chick. Oh shit, it's Gerard. You know, I feel sorry for him. Gerard was a genuine fan of G4.
It's a man.
No, I'm talking about the big guy with the beard
Oh, okay,
beside
okay.
whatever it is. But the thing about Gerard, he makes good YouTube content. The completionist, and he's on the grind. But imagine he was a fan of G4. He was offered to come back and be a part of this, and just because of that thing beside him there ruining everything, he lost the chance he always wanted.
And yeah, Blish, you are right, because on the title of this video, I think you can see it's named X-Play Kickback. So yeah, they try to use X-Play.
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
I'm
know
glad
that.
they failed. But yeah, the
Yeah,
Black Lives Matter shirt. I'm pretty sure that's the chick who caused the entire thing to fall apart with its rant.
maybe.
But I'm not gonna get too far into it because I might get a bit too political if we're gonna use the words of fucking wokery.
Yeah, I try to keep that to a minimum.
Yeah, I'll try that too.
Yeah,
Hell,
no.
even I did. I tried to keep politics at the minimum on my own channel,
So yeah,
Trim's Art Shack, where I do live streams and time lapses.
yep. And I advise to you
See, I can
to go
chill.
there if you want to hear Norwegian go into deep row about his dream and nightmares and and so
Yeah,
forth. But yeah,
Frost.
here I show that the biggest the biggest video they made, and the biggest one is 193,000 views. That's the biggest. And quite quickly we drop under 100,000, then 50,000, and yeah, that's not good. And they have like 131,000 subscriber. So
Yes.
it's not a nice metric. Not very nice metric.
Of course. I'm sorry, but Basic forces me to do this. If not, he's gonna beat me later. My latest
Yay, go!
time lapse was uploaded yesterday in honor of finally getting something from Legend of Zelda. It is a time lapse of Fi. It is the spirit of the Master Sword, which you see in Skyward Sword. And from seeing the broken Master Sword, I decided to make a version of Fi where she is damaged similar to the Master Sword. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out because it was the first image where I actually started using my new way of shading and lighting. You happy, Besek?
Is the Australian happy?
I mean, when is an Australian happy when they live in Australia?
Well, when they drink?
Maybe.
When they kill a
When they
drop bear?
forget. We don't talk about the drop bears. They know. They know. They're listening, dude.
It was very funny to watch you believe everything Bezak said about the drop bears. Even I know
They
it
are
was...
real, I tell you. They're just like the lizard people. They're waiting, biding their time.
Well, anyway, it's it for me. I don't have any more important stuff to talk about. So, do we have anything to add, or can we stop there?
Well, if I'm gonna do another show, come to Sultans of Chaudelet every Saturday to watch me, Besek, and several other people read about the political sides of the world, which we avoided today.
Yes, I try to keep that to a minimum, as I said. But I'm not very okay with you shilling the Sultan when I'm not invited. I just went once.
Well, actually, you weren't invited. We kind of forced you in. We browbeat you.
Yeah, more or less. But I was. There was consent. There was consent.
Oh, that makes it no fun. I mean, what? Oh, there's some really dark humor going on in a kitchen, and this happened because one guy came towards, and he just looks an apprentice dead in the eyes, and is like, You want to play the grape game? He says, no, that's the spirit.
That's the group game.
Yeah.
You want to get kidnapped again?
I mean, I can drag you in. Consent is not necessary, Chris. Not when the Sultans are involved.
Alden said no one's getting invited to the Sultans. People they get Shanghai or they get away.
Yes.
That's starting to get dark, boys.
Human trafficking with frogs.
Well, anyhow, it was fun to have you come by to the English version of the podcast. So in more or less 2 weeks, I will do it again, but with my friends Florian. So it will be in the frog baguette on. And yeah, but in a month you will have the Norwegian again.
Yes, hopefully I will not be aboard the boat.
Yeah, I try to arrange that with him and my friends. So it's more or less like every 2 weeks there is a podcast when we talk about various news about the art stuff, trying to not get too much political and see. So this happened and this happened and this happened, and it's sad because most of the time it's sad news. Anyhow, thank you very much, boys. Thank you again, Trim, to come by to my Belgian fries hut, and see you in more or less like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
Have a good
Thank
one,
you for having me
boys.
aboard, dude.
No worries.
Thank you for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Yeah.